Whatever happened to the liberals who used to say to us, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares? Isaiah 2, chapter 2, verse 4. And he shall judge between the nations, and shall decide for many peoples, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Here I am, an anti-war conservative, reading you something that you may have heard from your liberal professors. Why is that? How is that possible? How is it possible that I'm reading that to you while your liberal professors who don't own guns, who are afraid of guns, want Mrs. Smith's son to drop bombs on Syria and to die for their God knows, I don't know what they want. Well, I have no idea what they want. They're insane. I told you liberalism is a mental disorder. You cannot try to make reason out of stupidity and foolishness and insanity. As I watched these hearings on C-SPAN of these think tankers, these left-wingers, these progressives, they were laughing and giggling over what they were saying. They didn't even realize they were talking about dropping bombs on cities. It was all a joke to them, like a masturbatory discussion, like morons. These are the people who have advised presidents. Some of them were undersecretaries of state, I saw, for George Bush. How'd that work out for America? How'd that work out for America? They pushed us into Iraq and then into Afghanistan. Now Syria? When will this end? How does this end? I'm sick of it already. I'm sick of this. I want no more war, and I'm not alone. So who's doing it? Well, I got to go back to the women again. The women and the tyranny of the egghead wars, all the president's women. They're the ones who drove Obama into Libya. Power, Rice, and Clinton. Probably Valerie Jarrett and Michelle Obama as well. Championed by international leftist financier George Soros. They created a doctrine called responsibility to protect. Pages 147 on of Trickle-Down Tyranny. And I wrote this. I'll make it very simple. I'm not going to read from the whole book. I'm going to read you a paragraph. Getting back to the responsibility to protect and how it came to be the principle on which we entered another war, Samantha Power was a strong proponent of this misguided doctrine, and it was she who convinced Hillary Clinton to change her position on entering the combat in Libya. Like the president himself, the three women who declared war on Libya are all products of the leftist academic incubator that passes for an educational system in the United States. The first thing you need to know about Samantha Power is that she's married to Cass Sunstein. I explained to you in Chapter 6 of Trickle-Down Tyranny about Sunstein. He's the wacko leftist Harvard Law School graduate and former University of Chicago professor who was appointed by Obama to the position of regulatory czar. Sunstein hates gun owners and the Second Amendment, which protects the rights of individuals to own firearms.